Dear students, in previous class we have discussed about various data types used in DBMS. Just like in the C++, in DBMS also we are going to use the various data types. Okay. Then next is that DBMS. Now already know that one. What do you mean by database concept? What are the features of database? What are the data types used in database? What is information? What is data? These all those things we are discussed in still previous classes. Okay. So next point is that DBMS. What do you mean by DBMS? Database Management System. DBMS means Database Management System. So what do you mean by it? Next is DBMS. DBMS means Database Management System. DBMS means Database Management System. Okay. So what it means? Database Management System. What it means? Database means what? It is a collection of logical related data items. It is a collection of logical related data items called the database. Then what do you mean by database management system? A name itself implies you. A name itself implies you management system. Name itself. What do you mean by management system? You know the what is database. Database is what? It is a collection of logical related data items. Okay. Next is management system. Database management system. So actually DBMS is a one software. Actually DBMS is a one software that allows creation, definition and manipulation of your database. Using this software you can create the data, you can create the database, you can manipulate the database, you can define the database. Means whatever the necessary actions you require, you can do it using this DBMS software. Database means what? Collection of logical related data items. Already I told you. If you take the one table, a table contains number of rows and number of columns. Okay. If you want to add the column, if you want to delete the column, if you want to add the row, if you want to delete the row, if you want to add the row information, if you want to delete the row information, that all those things done through the software. That software is nothing but what? DBMS software. That all those things you can do using the software. That software is nothing but what? DBMS software. What is the definition of DBMS? Database Management System is a software that allows us to create the database, manipulate the database, update the database. Means whatever actions you want to require, all actions can be done through the DBMS software only. If you want to create one database, student database, you need one software. Without software, you are not able to create the database. If I want to create the employee database, I need a software. Using software only, I can create the database. If I am not having the software, I am unable to create the database. There's so many softwares are there. I already told you, 14 chapters that your practical chapter, practical oriented chapter, SQL. So in SQL, what are you going to do? What are our practical labs? Unfortunately, that practical labs are not there for you because 30% is reduced. But in that chapter, what are we going to do? We are creating the database. Means what? Creating the table. We are going to add a new student information. You can update the student information. You can delete the student information. Like that you can do through the SQL. So SQL is nothing but one software, one type of software DBMS. SQL is also one DBMS software. Database management software. It is a one software. Using this software, you can create the database, you can manipulate the database, or you can define the databases. DBMS is a tool used to perform any kind of operation on database. See, DBMS, it has so many tools. Using that tools, you can perform any kind of operations on database. You can perform any kind of operations on database. DBMS is nothing but one tool. Using this tool, you can perform any kind of operations. I'll tell you. If you want to add the information, if you want to delete the information, if you want to update the information, such things you can do using this software. Such things you can do using such software. Okay. Sometimes what happens? Sometimes we have to add the new column also. Sometimes it requires us to delete that column also. Sometimes requires to add a new row. Like so many operations we require. That all operations you can do using this DBMS software. That all operations you can do using this DBMS software. So DBMS is a one type of software. Using this software we can do anything. Okay? It is called the database management system. It provides protection and security to database. Even though this DBMS provides the protection and security to all your databases. For example, I will tell you. Present day, everyone's data will be available on database using your Aadhaar card. We all have the Aadhaar card. So in the Aadhaar card, they have our whole information. One person whole information, his address, his blood group, everything. So that all data will be secure in database because of our fingerprint. No one can access without our permission. Our data is available on database. Our data is available on database, but no one can access that data without our information, without our permission. Means when you view our fingerprints, then only a XYZ person can access our information. Without our permission, they can't access our information. We all our data is available on database, Aadhaar card database. Okay, so like that, DBMS is also provide security. DBMS maintains the data consistency in case of multiple users. See, sometimes what happens while adding the values, a number of people can come with same information. For example, same name, same father name, same mother name, same list sometimes. But in that case, they will generate the different IDs and as well as their fingerprints also through the Aadhaar card. Everyone's fingerprint is different. Everyone's fingerprint is different. So like that, it will make the consistency in multiple users. Then, which are the DBMS softwares are there? Which are the DBMS softwares are? So many are there. I will explain some two more. MySQL is also DBMS software. Oracle is also DBMS software. Sybase is also DBMS software. So like that, DBMS softwares are there. There are softwares we can use for database. Your Microsoft Access, you can call as a MS Access. This is also DBMS software. So these are some DBMS softwares are there. We can use it. Okay, these are called the DBMS software. The question may be asked for 1 marks. Write anyone DBMS software. Write anyone DBMS software. For example, MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, and MS. These all are called as database software only. These all are database software only. When you design any software, for front end we can use C++ or Java. Back end we have to use any one of them for storing our database. To store our data, we need one backend software, and they will use any one of the following as a backend software. They will use any one of the following for a backend software. Okay, let's see what are the features of DBMS. There's so many features are there using this one. Using this DBMS, there's so many features are there. I'll explain one by one which are the features of DBMS. Features of DBMS. Various features of DBMS. Okay. So first is that control data redundancy. Control data redundancy. So first feature is that control data redundancy. During database design, various files are integrated and each logical data type is stored at the central location. What happens when you design the database software will store the data on central location. So it means what? We can access that information. No need to make the duplicate copies. So because of this software, because of this feature, we can remove the replication or duplication of files. What happens? Sometimes in our lab we are having 10 computers. No need to write a C+ programs in all the 10 computers. We can store a C++ software in only one system. We can just access it. Into all the machines. But it is in database. Okay. If it is not database, then what will happen? We have to install the software in all the computers. Means what? It becomes a replication or duplication. Okay. So because of this one, that will remove. So control data redundancy means what? Using this feature, we can remove the data duplication. Okay. Next is enforcing data integrity. Enforcing data integrity. So, what do you mean by enforcing data integrity? Data integrity refers to the validity of data and it can be compromised in number of ways. Data integrity can be input automatically by the DBMS. Means, whenever we accept the data, we have to validate that one, whether that is correct or not. After inputting the data, we have to validate whether entered information is correct or not. So this DBMS what will do? It will easily enforce it whether you are entering data is correct or wrong. If it is correct, it will be accepted. If it is wrong, it will not be accepted. For example, I will tell you, while applying any one of the form, they will ask you enter your mobile number. While entering the mobile number, if you enter 10 digits, then it will accept. If you enter 9 digits, that will not be accepted because mobile numbers will came with the 10 digit only. So like that validation will be done by the DBMS software. Such validations will be done through the DBMS software. Means it will validate whatever you are inputting the value, such value is correct or not. Whether you are entering the correct information. If your information is wrong, it will not be accepted. It will show you. You inputted invalid numbers like that. Okay. So second feature is that enforcing data integrity. Okay. And third is data sharing. I already told you, data sharing is what? Suppose after your admission, we will prepare the one Excel sheet. That Excel sheet contains your name, your SLC percentage, your subject combinations, your language combinations, your fees, your address, your contact number, all those things. Means that sheet contains all the information. It is available in the office. Suppose physics lecturers want the same information. Chemistry department also wants same information. Biology department also wants same information. Maths department also wants same information. In that case, what we have to do? You have to make the separate files for separate departments. If we make like that one file for physics department, one for chemistry, it means what? How it becomes? It is a duplication. if you want to change any information, you have to change in all the departments because they all are independent. But when you store data in a central place, for example in office, after that all the departments can access that same information. All departments can access that same information. If office, any changes made in the office, that will be effect to all the departments. No need to change physically to all the departments. That is called a data sharing. Means what? Once your data stored in the central place, that can access by anyone. That can use by anyone. Means whichever anybody wants, they can access the same information. No need to give separate to all the information. Okay, that is called data sharing. It is also useful because this information can be accessed by all the people of the concerned departments. Okay, so this is also one most important feature of DBMS. Next is ease of application developments. Ease of application developments. See, RDBMS provides content access, security, data integrity, etc., which allows development application for easily according to the user's needs. In DBMS, we are giving the security, we are giving the enforcing data integrity, data is redundancy. So, because of these all, your application development is very easy. Application development is very easy because whatever requirements are there for application, then all requirements were given through the DBMS. Whatever the requirements are there, that all requirements are going to be through the DBMS. It means that application development becomes very much easiest. Application development becomes very much easiest. Next is data security. Already I told you, whenever we are going to develop any application or whenever we are going to collect the data, it is necessary for us to do the security. See, nowadays we all are having the bank accounts, and all our bank accounts are core banking system. Core banking system is what? Online systems. You are all having the at least ATMs you are having. So using the ATM, you can withdraw money from any one of the ATMs. Even our bank account is in SBI, we can withdraw money from Canara Bank also because of online system. But they given the security. If they did not give the security, then what will happen? Anybody can access your information. Anybody can withdraw your money, but that doesn't happen because of its security. So database also gives the security to your data. Database system gives security to your data. Multiple user interface. Next is a multiple user interface. DBMS provide different types of interfaces to fulfill the requirements of the different users having the different technical knowledge. See what happened? DBMS allows multiple interfaces to fulfill the requirements of the users. So because of that, what happened? And multiple people can work on the same database. Multiple people can work on the same database. So because of that, it will fulfill the requirements of the users. So it provides multiple phases. Okay. And last is backup and recovery. Backup and recovery systems. Sometimes what happens? Your systems break down or some instances happen. In that case, you have to take the backup of your data. Then after that, whenever you record, in that time you can again recover it. For example, I will tell you, you all are using the WhatsApp. So whatever your chat history is there, that you can take them as a backup. Suppose your mobile is now hanged or your mobile is now lost. Never lost means what will happen? Whatever the data is there on your WhatsApp, that will be get lost. So because of that, what you can do? Daily you can back up your data. Daily you can back up your data. Suppose if your mobile is lost, you can take the new mobile, install the WhatsApp and recover that all the necessary information. Means whatever the data available in your WhatsApp, that all will be recovered. That all will be recovered. This is called as the backup and recovery. And that facility is there in database. That facility is there in your database. Okay? So these are the different features of DBMS. These are the different features of DBMS. Okay? So in today's we'll discuss about what is DBMS and what are the different features of DBMS. Okay? So next class I will continue. Thank you.